People are saying the shooting happened at the fair too. Really? Bride demands her fiance to marry her on the spot during his shift at Target. Wait, what? It's time to do it or get out. So dudes at work, Shawty came in the dress. I'm guessing this is the best friend who probably was like, yeah, girl, we gotta, yes, boo, yes, sis, let's go. We gotta go and do this right now. Now, it also looks like she came prepared with the priest. How is he, the priest, okay with doing this? I really need to know. I need to understand this. Right now, or I'm leaving, I'm out. I'm done. Like, if you don't marry me this second, I'm... In the time... If you don't... Oh, this ain't even the real video? If you don't marry me this second, I'm out. Okay, bye. Hold on. I need the real video. Like, dead ass. Oh, no. Oh, absolute no. I would just go Target bride. She went in and pressed this man at work. Oh, this might be it. Look at this. And who the dude record? He recording this too? Oh, Fruity Loop self. Look at, oh my goodness. Nope, sorry, Shawty. I see my child carry before we get Wow. Wow. This is just madness. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, come on, man. Oh. You put this ring on my finger 2 years ago. It's time to do it or get out. Listen, my boy. Yo. At this point, you just walked in to my job while I'm working on shift, not on break. No, it just popped up in a wedding dress with some Fruity Loops dude recording the situation with your best friend, who I'm guessing is the bridesmaid, and a pastor talking about we getting married now or I'm out. Get gone. I'm sorry. Because now, at this point, you put me in a bad position, all right? So, yeah, I go ahead and go along with this. Next thing I know, I'm fired anyway. You ain't going to respect, love, or adore me because I ain't got no job no more because you just caused a scene at my workplace and I got fired. But next up, you going to come in and press me out in public like this instead of having a grown-up ass civil conversation about all of this at home where we should be having it in the privacy and amongst ourselves. That's it. I need to know how this works out. Okay. Why the pastor sitting there shaking his head, bro? How did you get roped into this? Are you stupid? Yep. I'm just finally making him commit, you know? Like, we're getting married now or, like, it's over. Woo! Stupid. How are you condoning this? This is the stupidity that we are running into nowadays. You just wooed her on some dumb mess like this, it goes to show that you absolutely have no common sense either. This is about the worst thing that she could have possibly done. And in all actuality, it's a thing where I wouldn't be surprised if right now he was like, nah, ring and get out. Now. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Because, yo, in order for the marriage to actually, work in whatever we're planning on doing in the future, I kind of need my job. Maybe I'm going to step out into something different, versus being a Target employee. But you with me right now trying to press me while I'm a Target employee. Well, you're going to have to fuck with me if I stay this for the rest of our lives together. But when you come in and jeopardize that, that's when it's a real problem. When you can't have a real conversation with me, sit down conversation with me, and we discuss this like grown-ups versus pulling a stunt, that's where we have a problem. This makes zero sense. And whoever the woo girl was in the background, she should woo her ass right on out of that store because she's stupid.
Do it.
No, don't do it. We talk about this outside. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What? I'm shaking. This motherfucker did not. Could someone had told me about this? No. It was an ambush. You don't get told about ambushes. I'm shaking. You shaking because you damn crazy. Like, bro, listen, ladies, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. That's about the stupidest damn thing you can do. And guys, don't ever let somebody do that to you because it's risking and jeopardizing your future and her future, your future together, if you must, think of it in those terms. That is absolutely just stupid. And what makes it worse is that you had the nerve to actually have someone come and record it and all that, more than likely for your TikTok feed or your Instagram story, whatever it was for. It's just stupid. I could say 1,000 more things about it. Call her a bunch of names. Call him a bunch of names. But at this point, look, like I said, like the title says, I'm trying to be on the chill vibe right now. But that was dumb. Next video. This I had to see because somebody actually sent it to me. Asian reacts to TikToks entitled Western Women. So from what I understand, this girl is from the Philippines. All right, I'm moving to the Philippines, y'all. Like, from what I understand, she's from the Philippines. So, what's going on, Teflon? How you doing, bro? Did you just see the last story, or did you miss it? The whole the marriage situation, pressing dude while he was at work at Target. Who kind of cute? Oh, the girl here. You can barely see her yet. Hold on. What's about to happen here? Missed it, unfortunately. Damn. Hang on a second, y'all. I knew this was going to do that. Oh, I can't fucking stand Chrome. Chrome has gotten on my last nerve now, bruh. Let's see. Can I make this work? But see, right now I'm actually forced to use Chrome due to whatever Twitch did with the other system I use. Anyway, though, but yeah, Teflon, it was the fact that she went in and pressed her dude talking about you gonna marry me right now in Target. Went in the dress with her bridesmaid, with the priest, which the priest had to have been out his damn mind to even fall for that by any means, and try pressing him on some dumb shit. Anyway, Shawty right here is from the Philippines, and if y'all don't know, what's been happening a lot is a lot of American men have moved to other countries for the sheer and utter fact that they tired of dealing with certain stupidity that's happening here in the West as far as dating. Now, this girl, from what I understand, doesn't know anything about. This is how it was explained to me. She knows nothing about what do they call it, Western feminism, things like that, except for what she had to study, and she has a very interesting viewpoint on it. And I want to see what that viewpoint is. So let's go ahead and check this out while Google Chrome sit here and proceeds to fuck up left and right, and I'm about annoyed with it. Let's check this out.
About equality and choice, equal rights for men and women, and the right to...
Okay, so she got that right. That's what feminism was supposed to be about. Equality amongst men and women. Is it nowadays? Not so much. But I guess the TikToks were the funny things that I'm supposed to be watching as well.
Wear a dress? You mean the patriarchy won't let you wear a dress?
What?
I don't know about your country, but I can wear a dress anytime I want. See?
Oh.
And I even get to choose my own career too. It won't let you wear... It's all just...
And she in the Philippines.
About what that is.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what other horrible things those awful men are doing to you over there.
I was at a Whole Foods table outside, minding my business at night, and this black guy...
First off, you shop at Whole Foods. That's the first problem. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Oh, I'm about to turn into an asshole on a chill Monday night. Here we go. Oh my God. I shop at Whole Foods. Bitch, I don't care. The fuck do I care? The volume hella low. The volume shouldn't be that low. I'm going to turn it up though. All right. There we go. That should have fixed that problem.
Decides to hand me a hormone balance brochure. I think he wanted to talk to me under the guise of giving me some promotional information, you know.
Oh no.
Yo, I need y'all to hear what she said. I need you to hear what she just said. This is crazy to me. This bitch did not just say that.
It really bad. Let's see what other horrible things...
I need to hear that again.
Over there.
I was at a Whole Foods table outside, minding my business at night, and this black guy decides to hand me a hormone balance brochure. I think he wanted to talk to me under the guise of giving me some promotional information.
Or maybe the nigga was just doing his job out there promoting the company that he's supposed to be promoting, which just so happens to be a hormone. And you're at Whole Foods. Now, this kind of actually works. You're at Whole Foods, a place that's supposed to, sell a lot of organic foods and, alternative lifestyles and, actually push the values of healthy eating and other things of that nature. And what tends to happen is companies tend to go and market at places that are closely associated to their brands or ideals or, something that when it comes to it, you're obviously thinking about your health at that point in time. And part of that health is a balance in hormones. So he's out there pushing it in front of a Whole Foods, which he more than likely has the actual approval of the Whole Foods to do, because otherwise they'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Stop loitering. Stop doing all this bullshit. Go away. But no. Now all of a sudden, just because he's giving you a pamphlet, he wants to holler at you. Have you seen yourself? I listen. Ma'am, before speaking this bullshit, I need you to look at yourself. I really do. And how did he approach it? Did he just say, here you go, bye? The nigga wasn't trying to talk to you. He was trying to make his bread. But I digress.
Oh no. Not the old hormone brochure trick. Those nasty men with their pocket full of pamphlets. They're just trying to get you nice and fertile before they can take advantage of you. Run, lady, run!
I think it's a guise for what men like to do to get a woman's attention. Men seem to like to get a woman's attention.
What? Men seem to like to get a woman's attention. Is that not what we're supposed to do in order to talk to a woman, is get their attention? Ma'am, excuse me, miss. Hey, shawty. Hey, yo, hold up. Hey, let me holler at you. What you doing? Hold on. Hey, girl. I think that's how conversations are sparked. Like, first you have to get the individual's attention. Otherwise, you just talking off in the fucking space. But I could be wrong. And this young lady right here who fucking thinks that a man who's out doing his job is trying to holler at her, she could absolutely 100% be right. That's not how conversations are started, by getting the person's attention. Okay, electro wizard looking ass. Okay.
Yes, men like to get a woman's attention. How else are they gonna get you to read the brochure?
That is all.
Surprises you that guys have to get a woman's attention in order.
Yo, dead ass. She called out something I wasn't even thinking about, but dead ass. In order for you to get the brochure, ma'am, excuse me, I still got to get your attention. That's like being at work or something like that, and just because you work around dudes and shit, some dude comes up, Sally? Oh my God, why are you trying to holler at me? Bitch, I need to get your attention because there's some shit going on. Or you are head of HR, we need to speak. Or there's a meeting right now that you're supposed to be in. That's how you get someone's attention. All right.
To talk to her?
Like, as if they're entitled to that attention.
I'm trying to let her speak, but she just says the dumbest shit over and over and over and over again. I mean, every fucking sentence that's coming out of her mouth is stupid. Like they're entitled to it. So, just because someone wants to speak to you, you think that guys have a feeling of entitlement when it's done. Maybe you just say, I'm not interested. Okay, thank you. All right, thanks, ma'am. They'll keep going. You, on the other hand, go to TikTok to make a fucking scene about something that sounds like absolutely nothing. Do I need to call the fuckery department? Obviously.
It's not so much shooting a shot as it is entitlement.
Yo, she needs to fucking go away. We are never going to get through this video if she keeps speaking. She needs to go away. It's not so much shooting your shot as it is entitlement. So wait a minute. Which one are we talking about now at this point? Because now she's fucking confusing me. Are you still talking about the guy who was doing his job that you think was trying to holler at you? Or are you talking about dudes actually trying to holler at a female? It's not fucking entitlement that guys feel when they go to talk to a woman. It's literally, I'd actually just like to talk to this individual. She fine. She cute. Damn, I wonder if I can get her out. I want to take her out. Maybe we just fucking. Whatever the fucking reason is, it's not an entitlement situation. It's literally just an attempt at a conversation. All right. Sideshow Bob looking ass.
Sometimes you just got to let people be. It's not like you passing up the moment of the best thing that you could have ever had.
How do you know that, though?
At a gas station.
How do you know?
Oh, I see.
Now there's something wrong with gas stations.
So if a guy dares
mean the bitch at the gas station,
he's automatically entitled. But they wouldn't try to shoot their shot until after you've had your hormones anyway, right? So you're safe. And what's wrong with gas stations? Unless guys are walking up and saying stuff like, "Can I feel your tank?" That's just as good as anywhere else to meet somebody.
I mean, hell, a guy might open with, "Hey, don't do that. Don't just go straight to the scent maneuver. Let me fill up your tank for you, shawty. Don't do that. Listen, if you with your girl, I mean, you fill her tank up, okay? It is one of those things. You know what? If y'all driving somewhere and fucking your girl in her car, you in your car, pull up to the gas station, go on and fill her tank up. It's a very gentlemanly thing to do if that's your girl. You just fucking her, like, it is what it. Not look, you can still do it at that point, but I like, bitch, do it yourself, equality and all. But for real, there's nothing wrong with meeting a female at the gas station. Fuck, that female's trying to holler at me at the gas station. I've talked to a couple of females at the gas station just cause it was just the place and the moment in time that we met. I know that do sound like hella fucked up. Let me fill that other tank up. As long as you're not walking up to her, hey girl, can I grab them titties? Like, I mean, damn, you got a fat ass, shawty. That's some off-brand ass shit. All right, unless you know it's a known chicken head or something like that. That's gonna be like, oh God, I'm in with it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't do that.
Okay, so rule number 1. Do not approach a woman to talk to her.
That's what it sounds like. Don't approach women.
Friday, and I go and I get gas. This guy was trying to hit on me about my Apple sticker, and he's like, so you got an Apple, I got an Apple, can I call your Apple? And I said no.
That's a lame ass pickup line. That how many of y'all use that one? I got an iPhone, you got an iPhone. Can I call your? What kind of lame shit is that, bruh? I know it's hard out there, but god damn, that's a little bit cringe, nigga. And because she got an Apple sticker on her car, you should have known right then and there. Don't fucking talk to her. You should have known better right then and there. I'm saying it now. Don't you fucking talk to it. Any girl that's got a weird ass bumper sticker like that on her car, especially an Apple one, leave it alone. You use that. I can see you using that line scope. I can see it.
Yeah, I told him no in front of his friend.
Because they
that was in
16
in his car with him.
What's up with you in gas stations? Okay, so other than being really proud of yourself for shooting down, what else did that nasty man do?
Right.
Did he pin you?
That's what it is.
Beat you with a fistful of pamphlets? Please don't bang in.
I made it out of that situation safely.
I can't stand this bitch. I was trying not to use the word tonight. I was trying not to, just so casually throw the B word around tonight. But you know what? She did it. She fucking did it. I made it out of that situation safely. What the fuck did he do that was so threatening? He asked you, could he get your number? Could he call? I mean, it was lame. I get it. I got an Apple. You got an Apple. Can I call your Apple? Like, what the fuck, bruh? Yo, I get it. But what was so life-threatening? What put her in danger? I need to know this. And that's all this really seems like. It's a clout push. Y'all know what I did today? I told the nigga, nah, you can't talk to me. And she very much so did go ahead and put it out there right at the very beginning. I don't know. I mean, this must have been another black guy. I mean, the first one, she was just like, some black guy. Bitch, what? Why you say it like that? Huh? The fuck? Ain't no black dude out in front of Whole Foods unless he working. I'm just saying. That's just what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Think about that.
Lady,
now you think about it.
Horrifying story I've ever heard. Are you okay? Did you go to the police? I gotta say, you're one brave woman. I sure hope this next lady hasn't been so mistreated. Shame on you, man.
What do you say?
I have a question for you guys.
It's just approach, not chasing the dick. It just means she's chasing the. I hate autocorrect. I did not say. Do you have a name, or can I just call you mine? Oh my God! Come on, stop it! Stop it!
What's going on with guys not approaching women anymore?
Wait a sec. The last lady said,
Like, if I make eye contact with you and you're checking me out and you're staring at me for like 10.
First off, if you staring at me like that, I'm not fucking approaching you. This the crazy face we've talked about before. She tripping. Oh no. Oh my God.
Minutes, I don't know, maybe stop being creepy and come up and say hello.
so if they're creepy and staring at you from a dark corner for
Thank
10
you.
minutes, you want them to come up and say hello?
Thank you.
I don't know.
That was the point I was about to make right there. She stole the words right out of my mouth. A nigga staring at you creepily is you staring at him creepily, obviously, and you want him to come up and approach you. And why don't guys just go up and approach girls like that nowadays? Because of the shit that the last girl said, and so many women are out there saying at the same time. I'm so tired of guys just coming up and talking to me like, oh my God, like 1,000 guys a day try to like hit on me and tell me how pretty I am as they're sitting there. Oh my God, thank you guys for all the attention on my, like, because this is what motherfuckers see. And obviously you in a very young age bracket, I want to say that you are, I think. I mean, the graininess of the video, I don't know. It could go either way. But you in a very young age bracket, and sometimes, have you ever thought that maybe niggas just really not attracted to you? And if you staring at them the way you was just staring at the camera, it might be a thing. They staring at you like, bitch, you want the smoke or what? I mean, that could be it.
Food for thought? Like, why aren't you guys approaching women anymore?
Because you tell them not to?
Like, I was at a bar.
Of course you
and
were.
everyone
She
is
were.
in their own groups, not approaching strangers. Like, not one guy, not even just for me, not one guy went up to a girl.
Anybody want to answer this? This is pretty fucking simple. They not paying attention to you or probably them other girls. I don't know what bar you were in. Sometimes the bars have nothing but fucking threes in it. That's just what it is. Maybe the dudes just out at the boys' night. Everybody getting crunk, fucked up, hanging out. Maybe you didn't see somebody go and holler at somebody. Maybe they were actually respectful of the women they had at home. I mean, this is all very, possible scenarios here. But you made it more about yourself. And honestly, you're just not that cute.
And just started talking to her. It was so weird. And I'm like,
Why didn't you go? If you wanted to talk to a nigga, why didn't you go talk to him? Little Miss Independent, why didn't you go and talk to him? That's another question. I mean, you don't have to be aggressive about it because a lot of dudes really don't like bitches that try and come off as aggressive about it. Keep it in the feminine. Dudes be alright. Oh, damn, she came up and talked to me. Oh, all right. Holla. Cool. But again, as we see, it's on the guys to do this. But if we do, then you can just sit there and, I didn't want to talk to you. And just reject it just to, feel good about yourself. And then come and make a fucking TikTok about it. Like the last girl did. And nobody was even trying to holler at her. I feel like you and my mom would have a great convo. What? I feel like you and my mom would have a great convo. It says Covo. I'm guessing you meant conversation. I will, because all you ate is the sexist ass, feminist ass, see-through jealous. God damn.
how am I supposed to meet people?
Well, you're a strong, independent woman, right? Why is it the man's job to make the first move? Wouldn't that be entitled? Okay, so rule number 2. Do approach a woman, but only if you're creepy and you stare at her first. Okay, so on to the next injustice.
We need feminism because a man in a room full of women is ecstatic, while a woman in a room full of men is terrified.
Western women are terrified of being in a room full of men? What do they do to you in those rooms?
Yo.
Do they talk to you? When being in a room full of women is ecstatic? You've obviously never been in a room full of gossiping Filipinos. What else you got?
Facts, nigga. You need to go to the nail shop, shawty. Them bras be in there wildin'. Listen. What she just said is why a great deal of dudes don't want to fucking have to work around women in their offices. I'm not kidding. Think about how fucked up that statement she made was. Now, look. I don't condone a lot of things. We just discuss it, talk about it, share our viewpoints, shit like that. I've had situations where I had, female staff members, things like that in so many different companies. I'll never forget a young lady came to work for me. I knew what she had done before as far as her job. And she and I were actually, really close friends because, well, there was a thing that at one point she might have wanted to sleep with, but I never let shit go to that point with her prior to her coming to work for me. And then she ended up meeting the guy that she ended up meeting, and they were engaged. And I was just happy as shit for it. She needed a job because she wanted to step outside of the job that she was working because she knew that it wasn't the right fit for her in the first place. Mind you, she's also half Asian, which is how we met because she looked at me and she was like, so what kind of rice you got? And it was a big joke from that point on, and we just became really, really close with each other. And so she asked me, she goes, I really need a new job. Can you teach me and yada, yada? And I'm like, yeah. So she comes in, and in that company, we had rival companies right near us, everything else, and the industry was, dominated pretty much by males. But when it comes to sales and things like that, what you'll find is that companies actually hire a lot of women. And the reason why they hire a lot of women is because it plays on the male ego. The psychology of it is this. It plays on the male ego that you can't be cheap in front of a female, especially a good-looking female. I mean, she could pretty much sell you anything at that point, which is why jewelry stores and things like that have a greater number of female employees. Just facts. Same thing with real estate. Some of the people that do the best, a greater deal of times, depending on the market, are females. Reason why, niggas don't want to look cheap. They don't. And they'll find a way to get the bread in order to do what this female said. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It's a very big psychological game. But that girl one day, there was an instance where a couple of the guys from over at the other companies, they were harassing the whole fuck out of her. Like, bad. There was a certain amount of shit that she just taken. It's just like, it's fine, whatever. But when I'm gone and I'm out trying to have a good time on the one day that I had just taken off in over 2.5 months, the one fucking day where I left early enough to go out and enjoy myself, I get these phone calls, and it's not just from her, but from the guy who's like still to this day, one of my closest friends, like a brother to me, hits me up. He's like, hey bro, these motherfuckers came over here like I'm about ready to get. So, of course, I got to go and stop him from getting into some shit. And I got to go and check on her. And it ended up going out to this situation to where two of the guys who were doing the shit over at the other location, I was like, listen, if you say another word to her, what's going to happen is I'm going to drag you outside by your throat, beat the holy hell out of you, probably send you home, with broken limbs or to the hospital. I just advise you to shut the fuck up. Now, that's a scenario where she had done nothing. It was unwarranted. Okay? And in fact, she never complained about anything that a guy said other than that instance. Now, guys who have a specific culture in an office setting, so on and so forth, when women get involved in those office settings, what tends to happen is either they adapt to it, but it's, how do I put this? It's a false adaptation because what they're trying to do is fit in and they go overboard with it. And then it's almost like this cringe sort of situation. And then there's the females that go in and they have this superiority complex, and they feel that they have to actually act in a certain manner and be super aggressive towards the guys, so on and so forth. But when the guys turn around and be super aggressive towards them in the same, aspect, then it becomes oh my God, he was picking on me and I'm just a lowly woman, and tears start flowing and all this other bullshit. Possible harassment suits and other things get, brought into the equation. And in those professional office settings, a lot of guys just do not want to deal with it. And they're just like, this is a no. I don't want to have to work with people like that. I don't want to have to fear that if I say something, it's going to cause a lawsuit against the company or myself. This is why that very statement, if a woman goes into an office place with an automatic instinct of fear because she's in a room full of men, bitch, that's your problem. It is. But if it's ever brought up to HR, I can guarantee you the whole office culture will change in an instance. But anyway, let's jump past that one. Let's check out what this girl here says. One chip challenge, I had 8 chips, motherfucker hotter than the last time. That shit is weak. Facts, that's weak. That face is terrifying. What games are you going to play today? We're going to do Warzone first, and then go into Multiverses, and then into Village. Excuse me.
I like that men have trust issues because we wear makeup, and the rest of us have trust issues because men try to kill us in the street.
Let me let her talk.
Men try to kill you in the street? What the heck is going on over there? Are there piles of bodies in the road? Like they have to use a big snow plow to push all the dead women to one side so you can go for your morning jog?
Mass graves and shit of bitches.
Rule number 3. Don't slaughter women in the street. Got it.
Look, that's that dumb shit right there. That's the problem. TikTok. Bitches spreading this dumb shit for clout and likes and anything and everything else to try and get some kind of sponsored deal. All this bullshit. Men are assaulted in the streets more prevalently than women are. Killed. Assaulted. Some, goes beyond that. But men are more prevalently being assaulted and killed in the streets than women. It's absolutely insane that this rhetoric gets thrown around the way that it does. And people just feed off of it. Like, I would absolutely love to have any one of these individuals, these females, these young ladies, go ahead, pop on a Discord, and we go ahead and discuss this. I mean, I'm so serious because this is asinine. You're doing something that is absolutely dangerous for society as a whole. It makes zero sense. How the hell's a man got to kill a woman in the street? We just going to pick her up and throw her with the semi coming by. What else are we going to do? Just walk down the street and shoot her in the back of a dump truck, put it in a compact pressure. But that's the thing. Here's the thing that women love to do. They love to watch these horror, like not horror, but murder mystery situations. Nina, who she's not online tonight because I'm almost sure it's her bedtime right now. She works very early in the morning. Her and her husband do. But she admitted herself she loves watching those. They freak her the fuck out, but loves watching them. And I understand. The stories are interesting, but for me, I'm looking at it in a very logical sense. And when we discuss it, I break the shit down logically when we do watch it. But it's not a situation like that for women. What it does is that it builds another layer of fear on top of things. And the next thing you know, they're afraid to walk down the street where they live. Now, a guy catcalling you or saying, ooh, damn, shawty, you look good, is not the same as him ready to come up and murder you. Fucking 98, 99% of the time, the dudes are not trying to murder you or do anything harmful to you. You just have it implanted in your brain because that's what you end up seeing all over the news and the type of shit that the media pushes towards you, how dangerous men are. But instead of actually realizing that most men on this planet would prefer to protect you, be an honorable individual to you, you look at him as a predator of some form. And so, of course, you have no right to then turn around and ask, why are guys not talking to me? Why don't they try and, pick me up? For that fucking purpose. We don't want to get called rapists, fucking murderers, assaulters, any of that shit. Because bitches sure as fuck love to run to Tinder and tell this story about how she was, oh my God, afraid of a man today. If you have that problem, and I know some of these broads go on to TikTok and shit like that 7 days a week, 365 in it. If you have that kind of problem, one of two things. Either you the baddest bitch on this planet, and I've seen some of them, they not. Or two, bitch, you lying. And you the problem. I'm going to go with number two.
Isn't it interesting when men have women in their lives, young women, like daughters, cousins, nieces?
Not particularly. We have plenty of those.
And they attempt to justify boasting about their daughters, cousins, nieces, blah, 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 any young female in their life by getting them into hyper masculine or things that they associate to be masculine things like, oh, she's a scrapper, we'll get her into MMA,
No, I didn't know. The men are taking their daughters and making them fight each other and turning them into men. I had that all backwards. I heard that you were taking your men and turning them into little girls. You just can't trust the news these days.
Oh, shit. She ain't wrong about that. She is not wrong about that at all. Dudes are becoming little girls nowadays. Like, facts. Dead ass facts. And this other broad, whatever she talking about, like, I don't get the point to it. Are you trying to say that there's a problem that men actually teach their daughters or things like that, martial arts, or want them to learn some form of self-defense for whatever the situation is? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell a girl in an instant, the young ladies I've raised, like, hey, yeah, I'm going to teach you martial arts, but 9 times out of 10, what I want you to do is get the fuck away from the scenario. As we've talked about before, a dude is going to overpower a female in an instant in a greater probability of it. But if this helps you even in the instant just to escape a motherfucker, use it. You see a situation though, otherwise, shawty, go, run, get gone, dust, move them feet, fucking motherfucker quicker than you too. If you gotta if you gotta fucking jump into some, like, I don't know, a trash can into a rush, I don't give a fuck. Just get away. But there's nothing wrong with teaching your daughter, your nieces, things like that, martial arts or self-defense, and actually being proud of it. We're not teaching them to be masculine. You can still hold some form, you can still hold femininity, even though you know how to defend yourself. It goes just the same. And it's almost like that situation where everybody's like, if I get into this position or whatever, or because I'm doing this in school or whatever, I have to have this masculine and, this masculine energy and this ego as a female. No, the fuck you don't. Because then when your ass turn 30 something or 40 years old, and all of a sudden it's like, where the good men at? They don't want to fuck with you because you not us. We don't want two niggas in the same crib together. I mean, the greater portion of us don't. I mean, unless you're gay, then that is what it is. You got another nigga at the crib. I personally don't need a bitch coming and trying to act like a dude. No. Absolutely the fuck not.
They have to put her into some sort of little masculinity box in order to approve of her, in order to boast about her.
That's not what it's about. She's stupid. Put them in little boxes.
I've heard about those. They're toxic. The poor things.
And the irony in that is that, you know, they think they're not being sexist because they let them do boy things or teach them to do boy things. But it's all misogyny.
Misogyny?
How the fuck is that misogyny? This is why learning the fucking definition of a word is so important, because of ignorant people like that. That's not misogyny. It's not. In fact, one of the things that everybody says that needs to happen more is that girls need to be pushed into doing things that boys do. But they're not pushing them into it. It's a thing of, you want to do this? Yeah. Okay. It might only last, and that's what you got to understand about a little girl, too. When raising a little girl, the craziest thing in the world is that they will be into something for 3-6 months and be like, okay, that's old. I want to try something new. I want to wear pretty dresses and put on makeup. You know, shit like that. That is facts. Another dumb one. Another one. Another one.
So they won't love their little girls until they become men. Diabolical.
I'm sure we all already knew this by now, but old men are actually so fucking disgusting. Repulsive.
Well, no, I didn't know that, because I come from a culture where the elderly are treated with respect.
So I'm at work today, and this old man comes up directly behind me, like 3 inches behind me, and...
At work again. This is why. It's why I said what I said a couple minutes ago.
Doesn't say anything until I turn around and I'm like, hi. And
hi.
Hi. Is that your real hair? And at this point, I take a step away from him because he is in my bubble. Okay, in my f***ing bubble. Anyways, I was like, yep, my real hair. And he goes, wow, it's so nice and long. It's not like that fake hair that they used to make their hair, those other girls used to make their hair longer, right? And I was like, no, it's my real hair, yep. Like, why is this man talking to me about my hair?
This is a bullshit fucking story.
Like, you have nice, pretty hair.
This is a bullshit story.
It doesn't stop here.
So when old men stood too close to you and complimented your hair, why do you have the feeling if it was young and good looking, this wouldn't be an issue so far?
She ain't wrong.
And then he goes, wow, so it is real? Can I touch it? And then proceeds to start reaching for me and taking a step closer to me. So I take another step back. Said, no, you cannot touch my hair. I was very firm with this man.
Believe it or not, I hear the same thing all the time, sometimes even from old men. You have such beautiful long hair. Is that natural? And you know what I said?
And that's about all the conversation is.
Yes, it is. And if someone wants to touch it, that depends on where I am at the time. Like if it's a brightly lit public place, I might even say yes, especially to an old man who can't overpower me. So if you ever see me on the street and we start talking and you say, you have such amazing hair, can I touch it? I'll probably say, sure, as long as you don't start moaning as you caress it.
The shit he said next almost made me throw up, dude. He goes, damn, well, I just love girls with long, pretty hair. It's just so nice and sexy and easy to grab.
Okay. Okay. That's it. First off, this bitch fucking lying. She is fucking lying. Doing it all for clout. Scope, this your kind of girl right here, bruh. There's your future girlfriend. With all the signs hanging right up on her motherfucking ceiling so she can remember. There's your future girl right here. This crazy lying bitch. Like dead ass. Ain't no way, bruh. This conversation must have went on for fucking 10 minutes plus. And all you had to do was say, alright, cool, toodaloo, nigga, I'm out. Bye, walk away. That's it. Not that hard at all. You're at work at that brightly lit place, more than likely. Oh yeah, bro. I know the kinds you like. There you go, right there. This crazy when it's all you, my dude. He said, hell nah. No, man. This is a load of crap. And then you come and run on TikTok to go and tell this terrifying tales of the creepy old man. What? This is for is attention and clout. You know what the chat looked like. Oh my God, sis, it's okay. Yes, queen, you handled that perfectly. Is she? I don't want to hear anything else from this girl. Like, I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna straight vomit. Like, that's some bullshit.
And once again, if this had been a younger, good-looking guy, would you be saying all young men are gross? I didn't think so.
She wouldn't have.
So if it's so bad over there, why do you propose to fix things?
This is why tampons and pads should be free.
Oh, hell
I
no.
like free stuff, doesn't everybody? The problem is, nothing's actually free. It just means other people have to pay for it. But let's see how you justify it. Maybe you'll convince me.
Reason number one is the homeless community. If pads and tampons were free, it would help them save their money and be able to afford maybe food or clothes, other important necessities.
I'm about to break down how stupid. I mean, just reason number one. The homeless community, if pads and tampons were free, it would help them save their money, which they can spend on food, clothes, or other necessities. Homeless people don't give a fuck about they bleeding vaginas. They don't. They don't give a fuck about food. They don't fucking care about clothing. They can and will a great deal of times wear the same shit every day for as long as possible. If they can steal something real quick, they'll switch it out. That's only if they feel they dirty. Most of them don't give a fuck. They don't. You are correct, King Brian. A lot of them do not care about that either. Food is the last thing that's on their mind for the most part. That's usually drugs and alcohol. I'm just keeping it a stack. The homeless community that dealt with out here, these motherfuckers made, even when I was in Denver, the time when I told you guys about the when I had the story that's on YouTube about my camera getting stolen. In fact, it was this specific camera right here. This is the one that got stolen. But I mean, I thought it was stolen. The person who took it, I don't know. I want to say they were going to do the right thing and give it back to me, but it took the police. Like, luckily enough, my dash cam, like my phone was in my dash because I was recording a lot of the driving I was doing and everything else. It caught the license plate of the only other people that were there. But anyway, I got it back, shit like that. But there was homeless people that were there. Bruh. They had a whole ass tent set up. It looked like they should have been out camping somewhere. A whole ass tent, had the little fire situation set up, had a silver pot that was there. There was a female that ended up coming over there like I was like, well, damn. A couple other dudes came by there, and the crazy thing is how I ended up talking to them was that he saw the people who had the people who had grabbed the camera, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they come over here every day, man. They here every day at the same time walking their dog, bro." You're like, "Oh yeah, bro. Okay, cool. Good look. Now I know that. Whatever." But they didn't give a fuck about anything in the world. But what they did have over there was a whole shit ton of alcohol. I legit cannot make this shit up. The whole little like ravine situations, where a lot of water flows and everything else when there's to keep flooding from happening, all that good shit. There's communities of homeless motherfuckers, tents all over the place, clothes hanging on fucking lines. I know of at least 3 different areas where you can drive by and it looks like its own little city within the city of homeless motherfuckers. And all they doing out there is getting fucked up the whole time. They don't give a fuck about that. But beyond that, bitch, tampons should be free because of that? No, I'll tell you what's a necessity. Food is a goddamn necessity. Food is a fucking necessity. So should food be free? Clothing in the current time that we're living in is an absolute necessity. Should clothing be free? Tampons? That's what you think? And I bet she also doesn't know that tampons were created by men. By men. I'm sorry, ma'am. Anything that that is a necessity is sold. Motherfucker, we need electricity for our homes. We need gas or electricity to cook our food. Depending on where you live, shit, where I live, nigga, you need AC. Especially during the summer. None of it is free. This is an asinine fucking argument from the start.
Necessities in life.
I don't mean to sound gross, but when I was growing up, we didn't even have stuff like that. We literally used a rag that we reused. Having tampons is not something we consider a human right.
This is also absolutely correct. There are a couple of countries that are like that and still are to this day. We give a fuck less about that. They just clean themselves repeatedly when they're having that time. And yeah, it's not a basic human right at all.
Reason number 2 is the fact that we do not actually choose to have periods. They are natural.
Woo! This girl is something else. Listen to this logic.
So because you didn't choose to have it, that means everyone else should pay for it? I didn't choose to have teeth, so you want to pay for my toothpaste?
Reason 3 is
That was perfect. That was perfect. I didn't choose to have teeth, so you want to pay for my toothpaste? I didn't choose to have to take a shit. Sometimes twice, 3 times a day. I don't want to fucking keep paying for toilet paper. But, I mean, you got to do it. I'm starting to think this woman is playing as stupid because she's a blonde. Nope, she's just stupid. I was going to say that, damn. No, but I mean, that's just facts, man. Come on, bruh.
that free condoms are literally everywhere.
Yo. Free condoms are not literally everywhere. Honestly. I mean, yeah, there's some places where they have like the 25-cent dispenser and then the free ones. I wouldn't trust them shits, okay? Them motherfuckers will break on you in an instant. Next thing you know, you got a fucking baby by some girl named Candy you met one night that you knew you shouldn't have fucked, but you did. Anyway, and not only that, not only is she pregnant, but you got the itchies for some reason, the itchy scratchies, and you just have no clue what happened. I can guarantee you it was from Candy and that busted ass condom that you decided to get for free. No, bitch. You want a good condom, you gotta buy them shits, alright? There's a debate going around, do you use wipes or toilet paper? Bruh, okay. So, TP, because, I mean, it's the most readily available. Now, if you use the wipes, that's the final wipe right there. That's the final wipe. That's yeah, that's the final wipe. And then you go ahead. It has to be a flushable wipe as well. The only yo, listen. The only females I know that use like wipes and have them on them at all times is hookers. Look, I said it. I said it. Them bird bath bitches. Like, listen, straight up. We've discussed these things before. Girls at fucking clubs, like prosties, shit like that. Them the only bitches I know that run around with baby wipes all the time on their person and ain't got no kids, or their kids are at home. That, look, just facts. Just use Ziploc bags. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I could tell y'all a horrible fucking story about plastic wrap and hair gel. I'm going to leave it at that. Let your mind wander.
And free birth control pills are available in a lot of places too, at least in the Philippines. But what do contraceptives have to do with tampons?
Facts.
Reason 4 is that they are very hygienic, they keep us clean, and they keep our clothes clean, and they make us feel more comfortable in our own skin during these awful days of our period.
So your comfort is important. Most females I know, when they have to put them, when they gotta pop one of them bad boys in, my ex was not happy about having to do that. She was never happy about it. She's like, that shit is fucking uncomfortable. It's very weird. And like, she's like, she didn't even like toys of that nature. Nah, all she wanted was, that's it. That's it. That's it. But it wasn't something that was like, no matter what, bitch, having a tampon ain't curing them cramps or your headaches or your bad fucking mood, throwing your whole shit in an imbalance. No, free tampons ain't gonna cure that, bitch. Like, I need to have conversations with some of these broads. Dead ass, because this shit is dumb.
Period.
So everyone should chip in to keep you comfy.
Yep.
Air conditioning keeps my clothes from getting sweaty and keeps me more comfortable during
Thank you.
summer days. Want to pay for my electric bill?
Yeah, bitch, and I need you to pay for my ball clippers too. Like, you know, when I need a new pair, because, you know, I got to keep, you know, 3 different sets of clippers. One for the head, the other one that actually is for the lineup and, you know, beard and then, like, you know, trimmings around here. But then I got to keep a pair of ball clippers too. They keep me fresh and comfy, so I'm going to need to get them free as well. All right? Just saying.
Reason 5, they are just as necessary as toilet paper.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Food is even more necessary, but I don't see anyone
I
paying
said
my
that.
grocery bill.
Reason 6 is eliminating embarrassment. Surprisingly, going up to a cashier with a box of tampons can be very embarrassing sometimes.
And so is buying a box of condoms, I think, for some. What are you, fucking 14? What the fuck? That stopped getting embarrassing after you done fucked a couple of times. And it should stop being embarrassing after you done leaked on yourself once. Okay? I think almost everybody has seen the scene. I will never forget that happening to a girl in our school. She did not fucking know. It crept on her. It hit her. Just so happened she was wearing the wrong color pants that day. And when it hit, oh my God. It's best you can do. Go ahead. You know, somebody got a jacket or a sweater, let you wrap that around yourself. Do it, move into the nurse's office. Get that cleaned up. But if you a grown ass adult, that shit stops being embarrassing quite some time ago. Ain't no goddamn way I'ma ever be embarrassed to go, yo, hey, I need condoms. I'm walking, yo. Ain't no fucking way. How's it like, look, it can't be that embarrassing. I've gone and bought tampons. My ex, when she needed some one day, I was out at the fucking store. Babe, can you do me a favor? Got you. Now, of course, I was confused in that motherfucker. I mean, I bought them a couple of times before. Hell, when I was younger, I used to keep a box in my motherfucking crib just in case some random bitch was there. Might have needed one. Look, sometimes you gotta be that kind of nigga. Like, especially when you was fucking as much as I was fucking at that point. I'm telling you, man, keep extra toothbrushes, keep extra. But look, the biggest confusion for a dude being in the tampon aisle is, goddamn, there are too many of these shits to actually have to choose from. But for a guy, when he got to buy condoms, he actually got to go up to the front of the spot, especially if you're in a convenience store. Yeah, I need to get some condoms. Now, mind you, some shawty behind him that might look good, some old lady right there, fucking like, you know, ain't no telling. Little kids and shit like, ooh, I gotta buy condoms. You need what, sir? Condoms. what size do you need? Oh my God. At that point, that's when most motherfuckers just bring it. Just give me the ones right there. Just give me the ones right there. Because they don't want it. They don't want to say I need the extra small rib for her pleasure situation. That is embarrassing, my darling. That is embarrassing. Me, I'm just like, yo, let me get the condoms. Let me get a box of condoms. I'll give a fuck who's staring at me, whatever. I'll look and be like, yep, about to fuck. And what? You want something too, shawty? What's good? Yeah. Don't even ask. You know the gold box. Just hand it to me. All right, toodles. I'm out. Ain't nothing embarrassing about it. Fuck that. You said I need next small. Let's see, ball clippers. 3 weeks, 3 days. The subject's not going to change. Sorry. I call condom companies child protection services. Oh my God.
Oh, well, now you convinced me. We can't have you getting embarrassed. Talk about first world problems.
Facts.
Reason 7 is that they are an extra expense that people without periods do not have to pay.
What?
Embarrassment. Surprisingly, going up to a cashier with a box of tampons can be very embarrassing sometimes.
Oh, well, now you convinced me. We
What
can't have you getting
did she
embarrassed.
say?
Talk about first world problems.
Reason 7 is that they are an extra expense that people without
It is an extra expense that people that do not get periods do not have to pay. What does that mean? What does that mean? Men. It's an extra expense that men don't have to pay for. Well, guess what, bitch? A man created them for you bitches. That's first off. See, you done made me snap off and use the word again. Not just that, men go out and buy them for they shorties as well. Men go out and buy them for they girls. All right? Not just that, there are expenses that men have that women do not have. You ever thought about that? But you want to sit here and complain about having to buy a box of tampons that you can buy once and last you 2, 3, 4 months, depending on the size of the box that you get, depending on how heavy your flows are. And if y'all don't know, yeah, they do go through different sort of situations. Sometimes they had the super heavy ones. Them shits last the whole 7 days. Sometimes, shit, them motherfuckers break early. 4 days? You done? Let's go. Like, you know, it just, that's how that kind of situation works. And never be embarrassed. If your shawty say she having that time of month, if you got a girl or some shit like that, you fucking somebody, whatever, don't get, you know, embarrassed. You know, joke with her, whatever. It is what it is. Don't get embarrassed. But this bitch is going a little bit too fucking far here. Like, I'm serious. That last statement right there, that's some sexist shit. Just saying.
periods do not have to pay.
Electric razors are an expense that people without facial hair don't have to pay.
Facts!
And your point is?
Finally, pads and tampons are not a luxury item. They should not be taxed as such. They are a necessity.
No, they're not. They are a luxury item, bitch. I hate to tell you. That's a luxury item. And they should be taxed. Fuck. I mean, drawers could be considered a luxury item. As long as I cover my dick up somehow, as long as I can put on shorts or some pants, drawers is unnecessary. It's called free balling. Shawty, I hate to tell you, but there's other ways to deal with the flow other than a tampon. This is true. The girl here in the video proved that to be the case as well. But hey, you know, yeah, we can do that.
That's the same reason you give for number 5. It's a necessity. But once again, half of the things you buy are necessities. Should all that be free too? Sorry, I changed my mind.
Idiotic.
I'm not convinced. Any other ideas?
There are 4 reasons why financial feminism is so important.
Financial feminism? What fresh hell is this?
Women earn 81.6 cents for every dollar that men earn.
Lie.
Oh, that a load of crap. I could do a whole video on that nonsense.
Thank you.
Anyone with a first grade education knows that's baloney. They took the total amount earned by men and compared it to the total amount earned by women. But they didn't factor in things like men
Therefore need more money saved for retirement.
then women have an extra 6 to 8 more years to earn money for retirement. Aren't you lucky? Why penalize men for something that's an advantage to you? I bet men would love to live another 8 years.
That's always the case too. When it benefits them, these things need to happen.
Unless they have to listen to crap like this.
Women are much more likely to put their careers on hold to be caregivers for the family.
Is anyone forcing them to
That's
do
a
that?
choice.
What was all that talk about choice? And correct me if I'm wrong, but you're gonna suck the cash right off your man if your marriage ends. So what's the problem?
And 61% of millennial women leave major financial decisions up to their spouse.
Because that's how it's been for a very long time. They choose to do so. They have a husband. They allow him to make those choices because typically that's what women desire and expect of men. Hence the reason why men are supposed to pick the place for the date, ask the woman out, pay for the bill, etc., etc., etc. The list can go on and on and on. These fucking fresh-minded, I'm a super fan millennial bitches don't even understand what it is that they're saying. This type of shit is the reason why. And you know what? If you don't like watching it, fine, so be it. I don't give a fuck. Because the bottom line to it is it's something that we discuss on here a lot. Because this is the type of shit that y'all asses have to deal with and need to watch out for just the same. Because it doesn't just affect a few people. It affects everyone. This is who you're dating nowadays. Seriously. Pay attention or not, that's up to you.
61% choose to leave making financial decisions up to their spouse. I thought having a choice is what this was all about. Don't talk about earning it. Talk about taking it.
This is the fucking clownery of the internet and the type of shit that people exchange with one another on a day-to-day basis. That's just asinine.
How much should your engagement ring cost? So I suggest two things. Number one,
oh my God, how much should your engagement ring cost? We've talked about this before. And I told you that the generalized rules was that you were supposed to spend 3 months of your salary on your girl's ring. Let's see what she has to say. First off, 3 carat or above, bitch, you playing. Oh yeah, no. So as an average guy, you should, by her standards, get her a 3 carat or above ring. Do you guys know how much a 3 carat flawless diamond ring costs? Look it up if you want. I do.
Demand a 3 carat or above ring.
Demand
ranges anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000.
$20,000 to $50,000 is what she's saying for the engagement ring. You down with that?
Demand.
A Thank you.
$50,000 ring.
Facts.
And what do you offer in return? And men are the entitled ones. Just.
What is she offering in return? Boy, every night, like clockwork, 3 times a day.
For talking to you?
And if he can't do that, demand a ring the equivalent price of his car. That way, if he ghosts you, you can resell that item and get back some of that lost time.
This is what I mean. This is what the fuck I mean. I thought it was about love. I thought it was about going into things and not thinking about an exit strategy. I thought it was about building a family together. I thought, all of those things that, women say, the very reasons why men should never cheat on them, because, we're in this together. It's about you and I, about love and trust. Bitch, what? So, I just had some stupid flow through my head too. I was like, what if the nigga ain't got a car? Guess what, bitch? You know what your engagement ring is? Air. Alright? Wrap that around your motherfucking finger. Call it a day. Yo. How the fuck is it you gonna sit here and say it's got to be, or at least make him buy your ring equivalent to the cost of or value of his vehicle, so that you have an exit strategy, so you can resell it, bitch. I will snatch that fucking ring off your finger. Ain't no goddamn way. Alright? You fuck up and do something stupid that's gonna make me walk away. Guess what? That right there, that's like that whole, that is a vow I just dropped on your finger. Nah, bitch. That vow is gone. And therefore this ring is too. Toodaloo.
And start over with a new man.
And start over with a new man. Oh my God. These bitches ain't shit.
Just how much do you think your time is worth? Are you charging by the hour? You know what they call that, don't you?
Facts.
If he cannot afford that, think about how can he be a stable future husband or father.
So if a man can't plop down 50 grand right off the bat, that means he won't make a good husband or father? Is this a joke?
You can work for 20 plus years and maybe make $10 million, or you can get married and make $20 million instantly.
You think you can make $10 million in 20 years? That's $500,000 a year.
Thank you.
Brain surgery?
Yo, bitches have no concept of fucking money. Or what it takes to make money.
And you think you can find a guy worth 20 million that's gonna marry you? I heard women's standards were getting ridiculous, and I guess I heard right, because that's ridiculous.
Having a starter husband is a form of social climbing and building
A starter husband.
No big deal. Just marry a guy you plan to divorce once you find a better target. That sounds logical and a smart investment strategy. You should give seminars.
Basically, what happens is a woman marries just for money, and then they're together for a few years, they get divorced, and she takes half of everything. And then she repeats the process.
Yo, you can't make this shit up. This is who the bitches are out here in the world for you right now. Right there. You can't make that shit up. Starter husband, marry him, get a divorce, find the next one, do it again, and again, and again. Now you got your life savings stored up for retirement, which you haven't had to work a fucking day in your life, because 50% of everything that man owned when you decided to leave him after a year, 2 or 3 of marriage, just because it was time for you to go on and find the next one to get paid from, is a real thing in the Americas. So yeah, that's these bitches' insurance plans. Wealth plans right there.
Once you're rich, it's easier to marry rich, and they just keep marrying rich until they're just rich by themselves.
I think there's a word for that. You know that word that a lot of you women say doesn't exist?
Yeah.
Hypergamy. Are there any of you that aren't bloodsuckers?
Females act like men is just the problem. They walk around saying men ain't nothing and blame them for everything, but really it be the females. It be the females.
Somebody who learned the hard way.
That be making the men act how they act. It be the females that be doing that stuff, and then they just want to blame it on the men.
Okay, it's kind of ironic that the least articulate woman is the one I happen to agree with, but
no
it
doubt.
Is what it is. Okay, so let me see if I can summarize this for you. You shouldn't approach a woman if she's by herself unless she wants you to. But never approach her if you're an old guy unless you're really good looking and rich. Be prepared to hand over your life savings so that she can divorce you and move on to the next guy. That about cover it? I gotta admit, you women had me worried with creepy guys chasing you with
that's a good synopsis.
putting you in boxes and murdering you in the streets. But now you've just gone off the deep end. It sounds to me like you just want everything given to you for free, and it's more about the money than the man. Why would a guy want any of you? What's in it for him? I didn't hear a single one of you talk about love or companionship, just what he can do for you.
Yo.
Well, I finally have my answer as to why men come to the Philippines, and if you still don't get it, just what.
Yo, and that is happening a lot. A lot of American dudes, Western dudes in general, are moving to the Philippines and other places like that. And they are finding women who straight up, like, yeah, they want to live a good life, but they don't give a fuck. as long as you take care of them, she taking care of you. Almost every Filipina female that I've met, especially in the last couple of years too, it's been super. I've known tons of them, but I've met a few in the last couple of years. First off, Filipina females can be absolutely crazy. I'm gonna say this right now. Look, I love y'all, but y'all, y'all asses is wild. Y'all asses is wild as fuck. But in all actuality, it's like the ones from there, even when they make it to the States, if they hold that same sort of like value and everything else, they all about like, you know what, giving the dude the attention. And a lot of them be fine as a motherfucker too. Can't even lie about it. But hey, that is that part of this whole thing. Feel free to say what you want to say, how you what you thought of that video. That was something else right there. If you are on YouTube watching this later on, then go ahead, like the video, leave your comments, subscribe, all that good stuff. I want to hear what you have to say about it. Have you run into any of those types of scenarios? And what the fuck you thought of what those females had to say about how just unjust men are, or how they'd like to use us as nothing but pocketbooks. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to gaming, but I'm going to go ahead and pop YouTube on as well. But it's going to take me a couple minutes. Y'all know how this shit